y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm coming in late today because of a few reasons. And I was trying to work around others, but it looks like everybody that I wanted to be in their chats and support are on too, so it is what it is, right? I'm just gonna roll with that. I know some of y'all have dropped your numbers. I am going to get out of active chat. Drop your number between 25 and 125 if you have it. I only know someone's dropped their number because Mr. Stephanie told me. I already have one number down. I just haven't done the date yet. And the other one I'm getting ready to. And you do not have to remain active in order to participate in this drawing. I don't know how quick we'll have the drawings. We're going to do a jewelry giveaway. And depending on activity, we may even have a second drawing. And I haven't decided what that one will be yet. I apologize for my lateness. I appreciate everyone that showed up early, like on our regular time. I changed the wrong date and time. I was a military mama today, so I want to apologize for that aspect. But I do have something I need to ask all of y'all that don't ask questions, but you just pray because you're asked to. I'm going to ask y'all to keep my family in prayers. Nothing like new, significant things like that. It just, winter months are hard. And there's a lot going on in the world right now. So, I'm just going to ask y'all. Sorry. I get emotional certain times of the month. We're going to call it premenopausal because I am premenopausal. But really, it's because, I am a parentless daughter, meaning my parents are both gone and have been for a while. And some days it would just be amazing to have that relationship, not because they had the answers or even the solutions, but they had a way of saying hey, or just being present, and you knew you weren't alone, even if they couldn't help. And that's what one of the things I miss the most. My mama didn't always have the answers or the solutions, but she had a way of making you know you weren't alone in whatever you were facing. My problem is I can't fix anything for anyone, right? But I can pray about it. And I can lean on my faith because it's got me this far. Alright, so this one's going to be jewelry. I don't know what the other one will be. I looked in, I guess, I know some people have their stuff set for Eastern time, and I thought I was going to miss a few people and I was going to come in before them and be maybe off before them, so that's also got me emotional because darn it. But that's me thinking of others, right? And I just need to breathe. Alright, I got the numbers and I got them done. It's $2 Tuesday. I am late for a number of reasons. One, being a military mom and doing the duties of a military mom. And then past that, being just a mom. I haven't taken really time for myself yet today, but I'll get there. past that, I guess this is part of it, right? It's talking and just, even if we talk and I show a few things and we talk more, it's still benefiting.
That's why it's a $2 Tuesday and Chit Chat.
Yeah, $2 Tuesday and a Chit Chat. And that's the reason why there was something in there. I put things in cups a lot because, I sourced this a while back. It's not for sale still. I know Gizmo used to sit in there. I sold him the other night. I sold him for a good price. I should ask double. Maybe he'd still be in my cup, but that's alright. It means I'm looking for another Gizmo, and I will find him somewhere on the sourcing highways. But it says, Mama said there would be days like this. And so if you have me on other platforms, I was referencing that.
Right, so you want to go to chat and say hi to everybody?
I will. I have a bunch of stuff behind me, but none of it's $2 Tuesday. I might be able to bring some of it. We could start at $2 bid. Hey, Tuber Chat, also known as Kevin. Welcome in. Sorry, I had the whole mama emotion and I needed to shake it off. Maybe one of these days I'll stop apologizing for having emotions, but today's not one of those days. But I appreciate you all being here. I've got to move a few things just so I have space. If any of y'all are not familiar with Tuber Chat, that his name is Kevin. If you're looking to grow your channel, and I don't mean grow it like with clientele, but just in general, connecting and growth, that's his name. Tuber Chat, Connect and Grow. I will tell you, every time I'm in his channel and I'm active, it don't matter for how long, it could be a few minutes, or it could be the whole, I think he's on somewhere around 30 hours daily. Hey, truly amazing. Welcome in. Scooter Renee, I know she was in as well. Let's see, I'm just going to go off of who Tuber Chat Kevin is his name. Scooter Renee, Ashley Reed, Robin, welcome in, y'all. Scooter, I missed like the last 2 weeks of his. I might have gotten one in or caught it a little bit here or there yesterday. So he's on Saturdays and Mondays, I think. I gotta get everybody's stuff written down. It would help, especially on the days where, like last minute, one of my adult kids says, hey, I've got an appointment, I need transport, right? Not complaining, just explaining. I could be like, alright, I can fix that. I was a little bit ill prepared today, but you know what, we're gonna roll with it. Tuber Chat, though, I will tell you, on any given day, and there's sometimes I'm only in there maybe 15-20 minutes, and I'll say hi to a bunch of folks, mostly people that say hi to me. I try to get further than that and start saying hi to others that don't say hi to me, not because of anything, but usually we're all multitasking or something unless we're completely active in chat. That's usually when you see his chat run like a highway or interstate speed. I end up typically on any given time I'm on there that I end up with 2 new followers. These are people who may not come into my channel, but this may why I'm live, right? But these are people that help get my watch hours, they get my thumbs up. And that's what his channel's all about. It's to connect and grow. And I'll tell you what, if you're a member of his, for sure, you're going to end up on that wheel as long as you're active to some degree in his chat while he's live. But that's not the only way you get on there. There's other people that get on there for whatever reason. So I recommend, even if you're not a reseller, right? Check his chat out. Even if, go back and hit the replay. Scooter Renee's. Hit the replays, make a comment, right? Because when you make a comment on someone's live after it's done, when people come in and see that, they can click and go straight to your channel. Did y'all know that? If you didn't, you know now. Jessica, Dumpster Girl, welcome in, girl. Jessica's another one. She is a great asset in this community. I will tell you, I see her in different places, not just reselling, right? And she's there. I say she's pimping my channel out, and maybe that's derogatory to some, but I don't care if she ever comes in and says she's pimping me out. That's what she's meaning. She's sharing me out. She's sharing, caring. But she does that for everybody. I don't know anyone she doesn't do that for. And it doesn't matter if you're new to her or not. She's just Jessica's across the board, the same person every day. Sometimes with emotions too, because we're all human. Let's see. You know what? I think we're going to start with just the jewelry giveaway because I want to give something away. Other than, my spill on how my day's going and how much I incredibly miss my mom. I mean, we don't necessarily have to give jewelry away, but we can. We do have nerds. Yes, nerds to candy. Press-on nails, right? Or we have a Cosmosphere, Kansas Cosmosphere Space Center. This is a place I drive by at least twice a month. It's on my way down to South Central Kansas for my medical appointments.
Hi, Mona.
Hey, Mona, welcome in. Mona is another... Oh, my goodness. I caught her live the other day, right? She's another great asset in the YouTube community, in her community, because she's a sewing community, part of that. But she comes over to the reselling side. She comes to the dark side, right? There's a dark side to any part of YouTube, but she's the bright side of YouTube. And so many of you are too. What else? Oh, and then we got the Myra. Wait, did we do Myra's last night?
We did both.
So who was last? We jumped back and forth between who donated jewelry.
We did Myra's last night. We didn't do...
Alright, so tonight, it looks like I only have one left, at least for right now. So tonight's jewelry giveaway will be... if y'all want jewelry, if you want the mug or the press-on nails, I'll give you that too, as far as an option. But these are shepherd's hook, silver tone. It is hammered metal of some sort, silver toned. Oops, right? And then it's silver tone, pink hope ribbons. So it is for pierced earrings. I do have some sets that aren't pierced, so I don't know if I have them on hand at the moment, but these are Uni Magic. She made those, and they were purchased and donated by Jess, a Butterfly Queen. For anyone asking about Jess's first duty right now is the uniform she serves in. Past that, she's also a human being, and she's finding a balance. Her and the love of her life have only been together a few months. In a few years, I can see that, right? So maybe I'm speaking that into existence. They've been living together for a few months, and so they're trying to find the balance and figuring it all out. So it's hard to always be on YouTube. And so I told them, hey, if you want to come on, when you want to come on, you can. So if you don't see them on here, it doesn't mean something's necessarily wrong. It just means their focus is where it needs to be, which is themselves right
Numbers
now.
Numbers are 25 through 125 again, right?
25 to 125, yes. All right, so anybody can jump into this giveaway. I will tell you, if you're one... Oops. That was my vape. Anyone that is not new to me, I vape. I typically do not vape while I'm live. I'm not going to lie. It's been a stressful day. It's hard to keep those emotions down, so I've got it right here in the event that I need it. And if I do, I'm not going to close off and hit the vape. That's not me. I'm going to do it right in front of you. I know it's a turn off to some people. That's my way of coping without going a completely other way of unhealthy coping. So that's just me. What else? Is everybody's numbers in?
They're working on it.
Okay. So the way giveaways work is you're not required unless I state it, and that's not a requirement tonight. I'm not going to look at chat for a minute because, the numbers are already in. I got it written down, so I just need y'all's number. Mr. Stephanie's writing it down. I'm trying to find a balance of seeing all you amazing people. There's some of y'all that are close enough I could touch you if I wanted to this evening. So just having y'all in my chat, knowing that, I got this. It's overwhelming, but in a good way, but it's finding that balance. I appreciate each and every one of you coming in this evening. The days I struggle to get on YouTube are on the hard days. The days where I'm not sure if I'm going to cry or if my face is not going to be straight and, because my face don't lie.
So what are you going to sell tonight for $2 Tuesday?
I'm going to start grabbing stuff except for Auntie's bells because that's what I was trying to tell the girls. So other than $2 Tuesday, sorry y'all, you're just going to see the real me. Not that you don't see enough of it, but I'm not going to sugarcoat any of it tonight. And that's probably some of my emotion too. Grandma wants these bells sold. I really don't want to bring them at $2.
So we're bringing them at $2. We got plenty of other stuff.
So, but with that said,
go eat you some food.
It's your responsibility to sell those bells because I want you to know it was a struggle today. My great aunt happened to be my best friend in the last couple of years of her life, and she's not been gone but like 6 months. When he's going to get things ready. And I'm going to step off and eat because I need to eat. But when I was down for my medical appointment, my grandma had this box. And she had it the last couple of times I was down. And she's like, hey, I want to show you something. So she showed me. And the first bell I seen was an ember glass bell. And I'm like, how much you want for this? So she goes, you think this is worth something? And I'm like, yeah, to somebody, anyone that's going to be willing to pay. And she's like, they're Jenny's bells. Jenny, which is my great aunt, she passed away the 4th of July. She got her real love of bell collecting when they were stationed in the late 50s, early 60s in Germany. And so she asked me if I would bring them and see if people would buy them. I Google lensed them, got numbers written down. Because it's stuff I can list it if it don't sell on YouTube. But seeing Mr. Stephanie showing them reminded me that, and I know I have other great people in my life. It's just sad to see someone you love stuff, being shown for sale. But she'd be tickled to death if someone off YouTube would buy any of it. And my grandma would be tickled that we sold something on YouTube of hers. You know what? You could bring these tonight for $2 because instead of what I marked them for.
Well, we'll start with that.
Yeah, start with that one because even though the one person, I thought there's someone else in active chat that knows somebody that loves those type of birds. So I would do it as a starting bid, just say. Hey, Rachel, welcome in. I think someone else came in.
You can see my phone.
Okay.
What was?
These are mine.
Oh, I thought mine was right here.
No. I'll find it.
I came to this side because she needs to be able to eat. She hasn't had a chance to eat.
This is a hummingbird bell, and we're going to do a starting bid of $2. And the beak isn't all messed up. The wingtips are nice. None of it's chipped and beat up. Just kind of a neat little bell. It does have its ringer inside. The inside of it. It is I would say it's, don't know if it's so much porcelain as it.
I think it's porcelain.
It might be porcelain. It's light like porcelain. But now comes the trick of learning to slow back down after I was on the rapid fire show. But yeah, there's no nicks or anything in the flower edges, or like I said, the beaks or anything. It's a starting bid of $2. And if anyone's coming in watching the replay later, just remember, right down here is our email address. It's thegrovesbargainemporium@gmail.com, and there's a period between each one of the words.
They can even leave a comment on the video.
Yeah, you can even leave a comment on the video. We'll double check later.
What are you looking for?
Period.
It is. It's right there. I put it upside down.
All right. Bird. All right. This one's another bird bell. I just love all the detail and the painting and stuff on these.
And the flowers are intact.
Yeah, all the flowers are intact. They're not all busted off, which is one of the first things that usually gets busted. Gets dinged around on a shelf. Now, these were not Auntie's bells. These were ones that we've sourced.
Those two. The first
These two. But this starting bid of $2. It's got the ringer in it. The inside. It's not beat up. They don't feel anything rough. Even where the ringer beats on the inside of it, there's not any chips or nicks or anything like that. So it's starting bid of $2. Any interest, just put it in the chat. You can put Bluebird for that one. All right, so I'm going to bring, it is a...
What are you bringing? Yeah, that's crazy. But go ahead.
And this is going to be a starting bid of $2, and it is a sherry or dessert wine glass. Now, we were selling these in sets earlier for a lot higher price.
Well, we were asking.
So, these here, I'm bringing for $2 a piece.
Hey, Lindsay, and welcome in.
Hi,
Drop
Lindsay.
your number, girl.
And they're all pristine. I've got 8 of them available. If anyone's interested, there's 8 of them available. And you can just put miniature wine glass or sherry or, dessert wine if you're interested. They are glass.
And you put $2 for...
Starting bid $2.
Yeah. But that's each, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's $2 a piece. All right. Any interest in those, just put it in the chat. All right. Now,
you'll have to check because I had a couple of them that, like this one's beat up, so it's not going to be for sale. It's one that maybe I'll do for.
okay, I don't see anything wrong with this one.
Okay. Check in the back and see if it has any advertisement. It does.
Yeah. So, I'm going to show a cookbook. I'll get your number wrote down here in a minute, Lindsay. I'm just giving Steph kind of a break real quick here. So, this is an Andel community cookbook.
So it's down by Wichita, isn't it?
Yeah, it's out by Wichita, Kansas.
It's Lindsay in at 33.
Yep. And then C Prods is at 45 for a number.
Okay.
All right, and it's, our community cookbooks that we've been bringing on Tuesday nights. So there is in the back, there is the advertisement stuff. So for this to qualify for media mail, I'd have to rip that page out to send it media mail. If that's what you want, if you want it and you want it sent media mail and that's all you got was cookbooks, we can definitely accommodate and rip the advertisement out. If you're not worried about media mail, then, we can just send it on its way.
C Prods was what number?
45. So it's got appetizers, pickles, and relishes. Hot dill pickles, corn relish, grilled green tomatoes and vegetables.
Grilled green tomatoes instead of fried green tomatoes?
I'm just going to kind of go through. It's got a couple spots for notes. It's got turkey and noodle casserole, barbecue brisket. It has 220 pages.
Is that with the index?
That's with the index. 220 pages. So, any interest, just put Andel in the chat and we'll get you taken care of. You feeling more?
Yeah.
Up? Okay.
Sorry.
You're fine. Come on, I
had that
got
emotion on my coattails and I didn't shake the coat when I came in the house.
All right, so this is a Tequila Rose shot glass. It's buy it now for $2. There's no nicks, dings, beats, anything in it.
They made it home.
Okay. This is what it says on the back side. It says, "'Tis the season to sparkle." What it says on that side is "'Tis the season to sparkle." And then the other side has the Tequila Rose emblem on it. It's buy it now, $2. You can put in shot glass or Tequila Rose, and we'll get you taken care of.
But yeah, they made it home, so. You got me hooked up with all my power cords over
Yep,
there.
they're all over here. All right.
You still gonna try to sell Santa Claus?
Always.
I mean, there's only 300 and something days till Christmas.
That's it.
I mean, we already got our grandbaby's first Christmas, first gift for Christmas or his birthday.
All right, so this is a Santa hot cocoa cup. I know, it's not Christmas anymore, but it was in my way on the shelf, so I figured it was going to get shown. No nicks, dings, anything in it. It's nothing fancy. Just nice little $2 cup. If you got a kid that likes to drink their hot cocoa, we still are in winter. I got sea prods in for $2. So it's going to be sold to sea prods because it was a buy it now. All right. Congratulations, sea prods.
All right. Let's go ahead and flip over.
All right. Well, I'm going to step off and let Steph come over.
Hey, y'all, let me get these devices plugged in. I'm going to bring you down. Yes, you're going to see boxes. It's the life of a reseller that isn't fully organized yet.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. It takes time. I did have you pretty organized for today.
Yo, yeah, you
didn't
had
I?
me set up.
Alright, I'm going to sit for a minute. Not that I haven't sat enough today in the vehicle, going to the Capitol and back and all that good stuff. Alright, I was asking buy it now $4, but we're going to bring him at $2. He is 829, made in USA. His copyright is W and R Berries Co's. So I'm guessing that's company.
So you're going to have to give me a minute because I got to find my phone. Right there.
You hit it.
Yeah, I hit it.
He's 1971. 1971. He is older than Mr. Stephanie. I'm going to say it's a he, but maybe it's a she.
Right, so what's all the stuff on that?
So you can just... Valentine. That's what we're going to do. Valentine, and we're going to do a starting bid for him. $2. He has a Valentine's one. He says, I love you. That's his original sticker. These are his original eyeballs. For being 70, made in 71, I would say he's in pristine condition. He does have a felt bottom, and he's got someone's name written on him. I can't make it out except for Mary. And it looks like maybe 70-something, 1970-something or whatever, because it's kind of war. He is in outstanding condition, though. His pajamas have hearts on them. His base is overall really well. He's a little rough right here, but I don't know so much of that being a ding or a wear spot, but there he is. I will get a weight and a height for him. Here's his info. 829. Let's see. Let's see how much he weighs first. I think maybe ounces, but I'm telling you, he feels more than 16 ounces. And if I'm wrong, it wouldn't be the first time with weight, but here we go. He says he does not weigh a pound. So we're going to go down to ounces. Now that's weird, because he says he's 16. 16 ounces is a pound.
So he's just probably a hair shy.
Oh, now he measured right at
A pound.
1 pound, 0 ounces. I'm going to measure his base for wideness first, right? Not this way, but this way. So his, 3.5 inches. And I do see a little ding now that I have him upside down. I'll show y'all that in a minute. By 3 inches. So 3.5 by 3 is the base. And his ding is right here. Let's see. See it? Barely see. When I have him like this, it looks like the edge of the molding. And it just looks like, but other than that, it doesn't look like a real chip. But it is right there. And you can see it. Yeah, you can see it right there. And he is...
Yeah, you can see it with a dark background behind you.
He is about 6 3/4 inches tall. Give or take a hair on the bottom. He might be a little short or a little taller than that. But that's him. He looks cool. I'm telling you, he's fabulous for being older than Mr. Stephanie.
We all have nicks.
We all have stories. Let's see. So I brought that. No, I figured I'd use that.
Okay.
Now this says Wow. Maybe I should check that out, but hey. It says solid walnut. It says exclusive or EXEC-U-toy. Solid walnut, so I'll show that first. And we're going to do a buy now of $2, and I'm going to show you why. Other than the little hole that's there, but I will tell you that's a manufacturer thing, right? Because that's where the pin goes in. This part, the little, it's gold tone. It's
the plaque.
The little plaque, that's right. It's a bit insecure there, right? So it may come off. But it says down here, copyright DAL 1963. And it says exclusive red tape cutter. Well, it don't look like a cutter to me.
Executive.
What did I say? Exclusive?
Yeah. You're all good.
Executive. I mean, exclusive. You know where my mind went. And I wasn't even thinking that. But, I mean, when I think exclusive, I think a lot of things. But this is a big one. It does have that. So maybe there was something in there. Oh, no. It goes all the way through. There's a staple there. I'm guessing that's probably gold tone too. It's got a story like the rest of us, y'all. Long-wise, it is 5 inches. 5 inches. Wide, it is 1 1/4. And for height, it's 2.5, give or take a hair. So it may not be 2.5 dead on set, but it's very close if not. So, I mean, you clamp a lot to that, it's going to hold. I mean, we could hold this baboon. It will hold a Beanie Baby. This Beanie Baby is going to be for $2. Starting bid. He does have his little tag. It says his name is Cheeks. Wow. He was born before Just. He was born May 18th, 1999. It says, don't confuse me with an ape. I have a most unusual shape. My cheeks are round and tie-dyed red. On my behind, which is how I have him hooked, as well as my head. So, let's see. Where all did he say he was? He's there. He is tie-dyed there. That's pink and blue. Um, he's a cool little guy. He does have a little reflective sticker that's on his tag there. I don't think he was probably play with. He's probably like a lot of Beanie Babies. Someone thought he was going to be worth so much, and he was probably put in a tote or something and left there to be unplayed with forever. We are gonna weigh him in grams because I don't think he weighs ounces.
He might with the beads.
Yeah, with the beads he might. It says no, that's pounds. Grams, he's 138. He is 138. Y'all, he sits perfectly like that. That's how. I don't know that it's the same baboon as Lion King, but maybe it's the same breed. You might be right there. I don't know. I thought the other one walked upright, right? And talked, but he's clean. I mean, there was a hair from my fur baby, but my dogs aren't able to get over here, but the boss, which is the feline, she is able to, and not that she's on my desk, but she's in the space occasionally. So, but there he is. If anyone's interested in him now or later, we can have a do is $2 buy it now on the replay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this jewelry giveaway.
Okay.
We are not doing this as a giveaway.
Well, I wasn't doing it as a giveaway. I was setting it for you to show.
So something I sourced locally today, and I didn't know what it was. I was like, yes, I had a few minutes other than being the driver, so I took advantage of that. There's a silver tone. It's not for sale.
I'll show you how it works.
But it has copyright and a heart on the back. Well, it's got a registered trademark. So I was like, cool.
We had to look it up to see what it was.
The lady, thank you, Subi. Welcome in. Throw your number in between 25 and 125.
So it's meant to go like on the edge of a table, like when you walk into a restaurant, to hook your purse on.
Yeah. The lady that sold it to me, I was like, do you have any idea what that is? She goes, I don't know. And I'm like, well, looks cool. I guess I'll Google Lens it later and figure it out. And then I think it was it you or was it Jess?
Just the Google Lens did.
Just Google Lens. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's really cool. So I think I might keep it for a minute. I thought I'd keep Gizmo for a while, and I'm not complaining. Because, I mean, I'm glad he's going to a good home, but, things are meant to stay with us for a minute, temporary, and then go to its forever home or onto its next destination. So, let's see. We are going to do the jewelry giveaway. If you do not want the jewelry, I do have an option. Well, yeah, it was uni jewelry we're doing tonight, right? So, if it's jewelry you want, this is the piece of jewelry I have. It is silver tone, shepherd tuck. These were made by Unimagic, purchased and donated by Just the Butterfly Queen. It is a hammered metal look on the hearts. Oh. And then it's all silver tone. And then the ribbon is pink with the word hope on it. So that is the Unimagic jewelry giveaway. If you don't want jewelry because you don't want pierced earrings, then as an option we can do Pressed on nails. They are the nerds. Yes, the candy nerds press on nails set. Or we can do a coffee mug. It's the Cosmosphere, Kansas Cosmosphere and Space Center. I drive by this place twice a month, every month. When I go to South Central Kansas for my medical, or if I need to be down there for family, because I still have one relative with the title, with the word parent in their title that's related to me still upright and breathing. So,
right. Where is your number?
You asked me that and I pulled it. Yeah, I pulled it. So where'd I put it? It's got to be right here. Oh, it is right here. All right, so everybody's dropped their number, right?
Yep.
You got 2 B's?
Yep, I already put stop signs in after Subies.
All right, so the number tonight for the jewelry is 26. If no one came in at 26, we go with the number immediately above it. If there's no number above it, which obviously there is, then we go with the number immediately below. Can't even make that up.
No 26s.
So there's no 26s. So the number immediately above 26 is 28. 28. And that is Scooter. Scooter Renee is in at 28. And I'm going to assume, unless she is active in chat, hears me, I don't know if they had a show going on this evening. I checked hers and I checked someone else's, and obviously I looked wrong, maybe looked at the wrong day, because I haven't rescheduled our show today for the wrong day,
on
right?
the wrong day and wrong times. And
yeah, I was trying to get ahead, and obviously, but if she doesn't come in, I will, woohoo, still here. Don't go live until, well, at least I had so much time, right? So it was Scooter Renee's at 7:30. I told Mr. Stephanie, I was like, I thought everyone did go on until 7 or 7:30, Central. So I was like completely bummed. So Scooter Renee, these are Pierce Silvertone. I think of everyone, but I mean, I'm usually I try to hit all Monday motivations, and I do. If I can't hit any other time Scooter Renee or Selena is on, it's Monday motivation, because I'm telling you, more than not, there's some part of that message that I need to hear. And so, yeah. In fact, I kind of drew from it a little bit today, and then I posted on a platform saying about Mama said today, days like today would happen or something. But it was, I'm going to just put it in this bag for now. I need to write her name on it, so keep it straight, because otherwise I'll have to go back and look. Well, you write it in your notebook too, don't you? So, Scooter Renee.
Jessica says she needs those for the poll.
Girl, I think I might have you a pair of earrings that just might fall in that box of yours. It should be going out. Honestly, everybody should be going out. But for sure, anyone before this week, theirs should be going out no later than next week. Everyone, I have your info. So, like, when those shipping labels occur, you're going to get a ding, because I do put that in with Pirate Ship. Scooter Renee donated by Jess. We have to speak things into existence, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. I don't know what next year holds. But I do have a list of people I hope I'm surrounded by, and a lot of those people are y'all here. Even if it's still only YouTube where we're hanging out together. There you go. And then we need to set that down. So
Yep.
the other one we're going to do this evening, we're going to do $5 sunflower bucks. We're not going to do it right now. We'll show a few things. You know what? Is it too late? You know what?
So it's C-Prod's fault, and I reminded C-Prod that Shrek humor only.
Yeah, Shrek humor only, and I'll tell you why Shrek humor only. For one, like Jessica Dumpster Girl, she's in Cali, which means she is behind us by more than an hour. 2, she has a minor child. And 3, you do have others in here that have grands sometimes running around.
So it's only like 4 o'clock, almost 4 o'clock her time.
So Shrek humor's fine.
That's why we keep
just
it
don't
Shrek
get
humor.
crazy because your mama have to get off the screen and take care of you. Behave.
I literally just asked
be
the question like her fault. Like I didn't even know.
All right, so you know the red.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
Yeah, because I haven't boxed it yet, have I?
No,
Because
it's actually I could see it.
sunflower bucks. I'm just writing this down so
And did anyone notice? I got a new hat.
I
I got
sourced
me.
that today, but I want to tell you, he did not receive it in that condition. He removed a bunch of flowers, y'all. So, yeah, C-Prods. So this looks ruby red, and it zips. It's Jessica Dumpster Girl size. And something had been said since I showed it the first time between her and another community member about this top and the pole. So that's been the running joke since.
Well, it's a personal joke between those two. Anyway.
And yeah, it's a personal joke.
Okay.
Hey, Subi's in on your shirt. You know, you got a fedora. It's not the fedora he was wanting, but like when I was sourcing for a few little things.
Adulting, 1 star. Don't recommend. I stole it from one of my kids.
Yeah, that would be our youngest in combat boots. He left it here, and you stole it. All right. Does anyone like sloth? Or maybe it's not a sloth. It does say it's from China. He does have some other wording on him, but it's all like camouflaged on his butt. He does set, so he'll sit on a desk, a table. I would not let a toddler have this because it's definitely a good projectile, and not in a good way. What? That shirt, the shirt. I'll show it again.
Which one? Because I'm crazy.
As y'all see, I haven't boxed it yet because I did purchase the box
sloth.
for it. Oh, the sloth.
Yeah, Scooter's like, I want it.
$2.
And I think, I put it as a starting bid, so I'll have to count it down.
All right, yeah. So Mr. Stephanie will have to count him down, but he doesn't. He's clean. He probably sat on someone's shelf. I will get you. Not that it matters. I mean, you're a sloth lover, I'm sure, or know someone that is. I've passed him up a few times. He's approximately. He looks like he's probably 5 1/4, but just for good measure, 5.5 inches from his. Well, I don't think I'm measuring him right. I think I measured his butt the wrong way. Hey, hippie, welcome in, girl. Here, I'll try to get a better measurement on him. Yeah, he's somewhere around 5 inches, not 5.5, 5 1/4. And he's clean condition, so let's see. And he's about 3.5 inches. That's just a rough measurement, eyeballing him wide with his arms. But he's a cool little sloth. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like there's 2 pieces of him, but I think that's just the mold. It's not the he doesn't turn his head. Or if he does, you might snap it off. I don't know. Yeah, amateur butt measure. I will tell you something, Hippie. I picked up a pair of pants today. They're, I believe, a size 10, not 10, a size 12, but they do stretch, and they're more like, trying to do too much in, I lost my Post-it notes.
Yeah, I couldn't find them a minute ago either.
Yeah, I lost my Post-it notes. Where'd I put them? They gotta be here somewhere. I'll use a blue one. Did you count that down?
Yes, it's sold.
Okay. I've passed him up for like the last 2 times I've been in that sourcing place, and OMG, today I'm like, you know what, dude, you gotta come home. Someone is gonna love you. Scooter Renee.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Scooter Renee. You know, sometimes you pass things and you may come back around and they're gone. This guy, I've passed him up 2 other times, and I'm like, 3rd time's a charm. We need to stick him in something or stick something around. Hey, stick him in there. He can go in a hair, like, thing.
Well, it's the bowl covers.
I know, the bowl cover that I put on my head that night. Yeah, thank you. Alright, so I'm going to show you what I had Mr. Stephanie bring these for on the rapid round today. They're going to be a piece, starting bid $2. And I have a set of 4 of them. So this is what we were wanting for them today. But ain't nobody emailed me. So I'm going to bring them at $2 Tuesday, starting bid $2. There are 4 of them. They look like sunflowers to me, which is crazy, right? Because I'm a sunflower girl. But hey, let me see if I can, I don't know. It's bleeding it out. These are frosted. I do not see them. Oh, I'm lying, but there it is. Right here. I don't know if I can get that to show because I've barely seen it.
What, the Avon?
The Avon. These are Avon, yes, frosted. They look like sherbet size.
They are. That's what they come up as.
Alright, I gotta stand.
Well, you want me to put my hat on, just come over and flip the light?
No, I can do it. Just give me a second. Are you alright, Rick? C-Prods?
Yeah, just some flu.
Not 100% yet.
Neither am I. I can't hear out of one ear.
So the base is right at 3 inches across. From the bottom of the pedestal to the rim of the top is 3 1/4. 3 1/4. Again, there are 4 of them. I might actually have a 5th one, but I don't remember. But these 4 I sourced locally today. So I actually passed them up the last time I was in there because I was like, yeah, I got one I need to get rid of, and I still haven't got rid of it. There was something I was going to show. What was it? I'm not showing my troll. I want to keep him. There was something.
You're safe. Kraken's not in here.
There are a few things from our childhood, right, that brought us comfort, like in a time of distress or
So Gizmo.
whatever. And Gizmo is definitely one of those for me.
I tell a few of my work people about
I'll
Gizmo.
show this one. This one is an iridescent. It's white clear, but it is iridescent. You kind of see it there. It's a sherbet. I do not see a maker's mark on it. It does not have any flea bites that I can feel. It does need cleaned up. I didn't have time to clean it before we showed it today, but I'll clean it if you'd like, or you can have the dust and fingerprints with it. That one, that's gonna irritate me because I actually.
You were going to show Hippie something that stretches?
Lord have mercy. That don't help me because there's a lot of things I can show. Sorry. This is why I love having y'all in my chat. And this is why it's like, you know what? Some nights aren't necessarily sell nights. No, it's great to make some sales, but honestly, the laughs that get me out of my head, they're reminding me, hey, you know, it's okay to cry and sometimes do it live. Hippie was definitely one of those women.
You guys are the set of friends that when you've had that really rough week and you're ready just to let your hair down, play some cards, maybe drink a couple beers, and just let it all out and have a good time. You guys are those people.
Except I don't drink while I'm depressed. And I've been depressed for a hot minute.
We don't drink, period.
You know, a frozen margarita, I ain't gonna lie, sounds really good. But alcohol is a depressant for me, and I don't need. So this is just short of 2 3/4. So what is that, Mr. Stephanie?
2 5/8.
2 5/8. All right, 2 5/8. Did we do a start bid or buy it now?
Start bid.
I only have one of these. And it is 3 and... Hey. Three?
5/8.
3 and 5/8. Alright, I just want to make sure I was measuring right. Anyways, there's that one. And I'll tell you what, if you catch it on the replay, I will honor the price, even though I'm bringing it for less than what Mr. Stephanie asked for it earlier today. I'll do that for 24 hours. I will tell y'all, I think I've said it more than once, but I'll say it again because I don't think anyone can hear enough of it. Relationships, even virtual relationships, right, as long as they're healthy, are priceless. As much as I need to sell to you know, take care of things, it's the relationships, the connections that we make that matter most to me. I'm looking because I didn't move out of this area, so if it's something that stretches, hey, there's more of those. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
And you're
and
like,
I said, I don't know. I didn't see any past the ones.
I had someone that knows I'm a military mom knows I have these stems available. Not that I said that they were for sale or whatever, but they know I had them available. Yeah, they're set. These I've had since 2021. They're forever stems, right? And they reached out and said, hey, by chance, do you have stamps? Or would you sell me stamps or something as like postage stamps? Okay. And they're like, or no, if it's stamps, ? And they said postage stamps. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got you. And they're like, how much? And I'm thinking the price of... Alright, I just gotta breathe because I'm obviously looking. Y'all, this is my youngest in combat boots, so I need to answer it.
Yeah, because since he's calling.
Hello? Hey, I'm live. Do you need Dad to step off? Alright. That's fine. Give me a second. Let me mute so I can tell Dad. And then I'll hand Dad my phone. I gotta mute for a moment, y'all. Sorry. Alright, while Mr. Stephanie steps off and is Mr. Dad, I'm gonna look because it couldn't have went far, right? There was obviously something I wanted to show her. Lord have mercy. It could not have went that far. It's probably like a snake and it's gonna bite me in the ass. Yeah, I said that. It's not here. Well, I guess it'll come to me eventually. That just drives me crazy because... yeah. Anyway. Alright, let's see. What can we do? I think we're just gonna go ahead because I've got the notebook. So we're gonna go ahead and do the $5 sunflower dollars, right? Scooter Renee is gonna be, if she hasn't already jumped over to get ready for her show, will be so aside from her, because she's won this evening, anyone else is still in for tonight's $5 sunflower dollars. That one's cracking Mary's. Lord have mercy. Sunflower bucks, and the way these work is over the next 14 days. You could come in if you win them. You can bid on something up to $5 and get that item for free. You will get an invoice for shipping though, because sunflower bucks do not cover shipping. But past that, oops. I noticed Myra is in. I'm going to let her jump into this giveaway before. Welcome in, Myra. Welcome in. Glad to see you, girl. If y'all haven't been over to Myra Lane, also known as Buying Space, she does keep pretty regular, as far as I can tell, on her community page. I haven't commented on anything recently. Here's my tape measure. So maybe what I was supposed to measure is in here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Even if it's not tonight, it'll come to me later, hippie. That's just driving me crazy. Let me look and see. Yeah, 42 is a good number. You know, Myra Lane from the Buying Space channel, who's, she's the one that has donated part of the jewelry we've been giving away for the last few weeks. And I'm tickled pink that her and other channels do the same thing. It's actually, I think, the most economical way to support a channel while, spreading the love in the community. I did it recently, not because I had to, but it just kind of inspired me, right? You can use, let's see, do you remember what your number was from yesterday, Hippie? Because I don't see where he wrote your name on here. So we'll get you down to Buying Space. Myra. And she was 42. So. And Scooter Renee was the winner at the Uni Jewelry giveaway this evening. And while we wait, Hippie 53, let me see. Yep, 53 is a good one, Hippie. Sounds like Mr. Stephanie's coming back, possibly.
Yeah.
Is she getting it figured out or just getting overwhelmed because adulting isn't all it was looked out to be?
Money isn't where money was thought to be as quick as it was thought to be.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I could give him a few avenues. I mean, he's a guy and he's in combat boots, so I wouldn't recommend the pole. And y'all, I'm not making light of it. I'm just, there's moments that happen, and most of y'all are
These
parents
are growing moments. I mean, they're young adult.
And sometimes they just need that recommendation. So, I'm pulling out the Mother Teresa. After we do this, I've got everybody's numbers in.
Okay.
So we're gonna do the $5 sunflower bucks giveaway. Again, this is good for now for the next 14 days. So next $2 Tuesday and the $2 Tuesday after that. After that, if they're not used, they just get reabsorbed. So tonight's number is 78. 78. No one's at 78, so it'd be the first one over.
Alright, so I'm looking for...
Be truly amazing. It looks like I should have probably...
We've still got something that's got to go out to her anyhow.
We do have something that needs to go out to her that was a giveaway.
I don't know where my pins went.
So... Mr. Stephanie, do you know what this was I needed to measure for Hippie? Because it's really killing me.
No, I don't. That's the reason why I
mean, it's got to be, like, in my view, but I'm just not seeing it now.
And what were you giving away?
The sunflower dollars.
Okay.
So, truly amazing.
So we'll just have to let her know, because she usually pops in, says hi, hangs out for just a little bit.
Hey, Cupid Angel. Welcome in, girl. Alright, so truly amazing. And I think the way I'm going to do the giveaway is like if someone's not in chat, because you're not required to stay in chat. Because, I do them just whenever I feel like doing them. Truly amazing. I think I'm going to start doing... Was that outside?
Yeah, it's because I let her...
No, you're fine. I just heard a weird sound.
Get over. Come on.
I'm going to start doing a community post. Maybe not every evening, but at the end of every week, and it'll state... I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe I'll just do an email, because not everybody wants everybody knowing, what they win or how they win in other people's channels. But truly amazing. You are the winner of the sunflower dollars this evening. Alright, I just need to move on, because that's bothering me, and I don't know why.
But you found your $2 box.
I did find my $2 box, so we're going to do a starting bid. It does have a smudge, meaning, actually, I'm going to do it right here. This is Mother Teresa. It's a card holder. It is porcelain. It has 29, as long as I counted them right, 29 cards. I'm guessing they're saying for Mother Teresa. I do remember Mother Teresa. I do remember seeing her in different settings through the years as I was growing up. So she was influential in certain ways as far as how, I can take myself out of the situation and still be in the situation for people. It does have a smudge right there.
Looking for 3 or more.
It was darker than that, so I'm sure it'll fully clean up right there. But I will not wipe on her. It's not in the photo. But there's 29. Every day some miracle happens. And the little imprint image behind the words, that's the praying hands. You did a starting bid, so we'll go through a couple of these and you can count it down. Sorry.
So it's like a blemish. It's not.
So it is a blemish.
It is a blemish, but it's not.
No, that cleaned up still. So there's still a little bit of a mark. So there is a little bit of a blemish. Let me see if I can get it to show. I don't know if it's my screen.
No, it's just. You're actually.
Do you see it on the screen out there?
That's what I was backing off to see.
And then I think she's usually on her phone.
Hold it still.
Mm-hmm.
So it's right up in this
It's right
corner.
up.
It's right up over on this side over here.
Oh, this side. All right, so.
No, this side.
This side.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I can barely see the mark right there.
I could see it on the TV, so.
I don't want to clean it up more than that because I don't want to.
Is she wearing blush?
You know, it almost looks like that, but it almost looks like she is wearing blush, but I don't ever remember her when she was on doing any of her global stuff wearing any makeup. Do you remember her wearing any makeup, Myra? Because your recollection would be more than mine. I was looking where I put the stack of these. There is for sure 29. Even the hands of state are God's children. A president, a pauper, I might be pronouncing this word wrong, pauper, Pauper, a leper, they all need love and care. And this has a chalice imprint behind the words. Yeah, we had the Pope, and I don't mean the Pope for the last, say, decade or so, but John Paul, what was it, the second? I would know his image. She actually probably had just as much, if not more, influential, and it had nothing to do with the religion and everything to do with their humanness to mankind. Holiness is not the luxury of few, it's a simple duty for you and for me. Do ordinary things with extraordinary love. I mean, this is incredible. I consider maybe just selling this and holding on to these and sending these out. But then I'll tell you what drew this. We joke once in a while, occasionally, about targeting those that come in our chat. Targeting, I think, is a strong word. Now, once in a while, I'll see something and it'll speak to me and it'll be like, hey, this person might like it because of the shade of color, or it's a base that they're familiar with that they've been looking for. This alone was enough just because of who it is. But these cards and the things it had on it, it really spoke to me for Myra, and that's the reason why I brought it for $2 on $2 Tuesday while she was active in chat. Because she does Bible studies, she reads from the Torah, she does a lot of other things, y'all, and
her unboxings,
and I mean, people can agree to disagree on anything, whether it's her unboxings, how she reads the Bible, what type of Bible she reads. But I'm going to tell you, she never misrepresents who she is. And so I couldn't think of anyone better who could receive these cards, and whether she keeps them together and keeps it, or she knows somewhere it needs to go beyond her. I'm just grateful it's going to someone that can appreciate what it is. So thank you, Myra. I need to put it in something. There's my bags. There is my bags.
So I've got something you could show.
You got something for me to show?
The baggies. Let me read while you're...
I'll take one out, so, because the glare. So, thank you. It's like you know me. Well, I pay attention to detail. I've been accused of that in good ways, but it just, I pay attention to past lives that people have, whether they're recent or whatever. Now I'm looking for the post-it notes. I probably buried them under that. You know what? I'm just going to write on the bag because I know who I sold it to. That way, if I'm moving things over, half tired, or I'm not feeling good, I don't put things in the wrong place. I do pay attention. Now, with that, I'm human, so I definitely, y'all, I dread the day, but I say dread not in the bad way, but I dread the day where Myra is being an honest, not that she isn't, but she gets one of my packages and I wasn't feeling it and I didn't package it. Maybe I didn't take the time. I was in a hurry or something. And she goes, "Hey, y'all, staff from the Gross Bargain Emporium, check this out. She's human." And she packed this in nothing flat, and she forgot she was sending it to me, and I was doing this unboxing. Something.
You may have turned the light on to...
Yeah, I need to turn the light on. So I cannot tell you the age of these, but when they're both identical, and it's going to be for choice, it is going to be a starting bid of $2 each for choice. So starting bid $2. So this is traditional. It's a practice. Not seeing as much now. And I don't think it matters what religion, creed. I see it happen a lot. So it's not calling anything out, but you're going to hear something about a baptism. And as far as I know, baptism in its own is at least in 2 different religious sects, or however you want to pronounce it.
I'm going to read the card that comes with them. I'm just a little handkerchief, quite square as you can see, but with a stitch or 2, they made a bonnet out of me. I'll be worn home from the hospital or on a special day, then neatly pressed and folded, I'll be carefully packed away. On her wedding day, a bride must have, traditionally something old. Good luck, good health, and happiness it brings, your soul told. Then what could be more pleasant than to unpack little me, to snip a stitch or 2, and find her handkerchief I'll be. And if I'm first worn by a boy, he'll surely someday wed. Then he can give his lovely bride the hanky he once wore on his head.
So, aside from the stitching of the ribbon, or not the ribbon, the lace, around it, it's folded. It is a full handkerchief. So it's doubled. So you got the lace all the way around. It is a square one. It does not appear to have ever been worn. Let me see if I can see it on the inside. I cannot see if it's a stitch that... So it's almost... These ribbons have to be stitched in. So you got the bow here on the back. It's all in white. Then you have the ribbon here that goes to, tie it off. And you have a ribbon here. It does mend both sides here. So it's got to be sewn. It doesn't feel... Actually, I feel the thread right there. So, yeah. Just a snip. And it's a handkerchief.
It's right.
I cannot tell you how old these are.
They are cool. But
they are cool.
Just the
and
story that
beautiful.
Goes with them makes it so.
The reason I sourced these, and I'll have to share it someday, probably on another platform, just so there is some censorship, so it's not completely public, because it'll identify like some of my heritage, and not because I'm ashamed of them. But my grandmother's, I believe her great grandmother, lost a child in infancy before they did the baptism. So it was way back in the day. She had a baptism dress made, and for her child that came to her rainbow, you want one. You got it, hippie. Let's go ahead and count it down. You count it down slow. She wants one for $2. I'm good with that. Anyways, my Aunt Jenny, the one with the bells, this baptism dress, my dad wore it, so I do have a photo somewhere of him wearing it. Every generation that came after has worn it, but they have to make it, I think it's to 3 months of age, because that's the tradition. So it's taken one trip, and yes, back in the day, when you did stuff like that, you could put it in the newspaper. So it made its trip to Germany for my Aunt Jenny's oldest son that was born over there. And this isn't a baptism dress, but the tradition is the same, right? So just seeing it, and they're both the same. Probably made from the same person. A lot of care went into this.
And then Hippie said she has a new great-grandchild on the way.
That's incredible, girl.
It is.
Yeah, they don't look like they've been worn. Wow. Congratulations, hippie. And I'm going to find some, because I'm not writing on that bag, because this is a bag it was sourced in. It was probably the bag that it was placed in after it was made. Where did I source these? I'm trying to think. I think this was either between South Central Kansas and here. No? These were up here.
These were up here. I wasn't with you. So it was the day you went with Jess and Elise.
Okay. So that's somewhere between Topeka and Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look and... Yeah, these were done in Manhattan. This was for an organization. They do a lot for the school next door. They do a lot for the neighborhood, so you know where we went.
Okay.
So, I find stuff similar to this, but not quite like this with the Amish.
Hippie said she had one son, and he produced a whole team.
I was beginning to wonder, and I don't mean that in a crude way, but, I've got an aunt and uncle that served career did a lot of things, went a lot of places. They raised a family, and they are in their late 70s and have never held a grandbaby. No, not the same day. This would be more recent than that. But I was with Jess when she got those carnival pieces. We went in.
That's a place that's no longer open, isn't it?
No, that's the first place we ever sourced when we came to Flight Hills.
Okay.
That was before we moved up here. But that group does a lot for military too. We're looking around, and mind you, this place is not heated during the winter. So we're walking around on concrete. Everything's cold. And Jess walks up to me, and she's like, Mom. And I'm like, what? And she's like, there's glass. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, no, come look. This is special, I think. And so I looked at it, and I'm like, I look at the price. I look at it again. Like, these are moments that don't happen very often. And I was like, are you reading the price the way I'm reading it? And she goes, I think so. I said, go ask him if that's the price. I mean, it wasn't free by any means. She paid for it. But it must have sat there long enough that they did a deep discount. And what I mean by that is there was multiple pieces there that should have went for the price that everything was going for, or close to it. Instead, she got a very good deal, and she was able to bring it. And I'm like, dude,
and was able to pass the deal on.
Yeah, she was able to pass the deal on because she got such a great deal. I couldn't do it that day, but I was glad I could be there to see someone else source a piece like that. And I think that was a 40-something piece set, even though it wasn't a complete set. This is still bothering me. You know what? I'm gonna bring these. This is only good for today. This is only good for today. These are Crocs. They are vintage stoneware, two-tone brown. Not any of them. They're all similar, but they're all different. Meaning, you know, you have the glaze and you have the shade difference, right? But they're all pretty much. They're not uniform. Same. We're gonna start bid $2 for choice. I have 4 available. They are two-tone brown, USA, 1776 Eagle. It does have crackling on the bottom there. I don't see it in here, but it's almost gotta be if it's on the bottom, right? I can barely see it. Maybe just, it's not bad or anything. I don't know that it's enough that it'll show up, but I can
see it real quick. Just see if I can.
It's the way the light's hitting it.
You can't do it for the camera, but it is crackled all the way up.
Is it crackled all the way up?
Not bad.
It's not like crackled through. It's like crackled properly
in
the glaze.
It's the glaze.
All right, so it's cracked. Yeah, I could see it. I could try. I don't know. Yeah, it's not going to show, I don't think. Yeah, I'm just... Yeah. There is crackling.
Under a black light, you can usually see the fine detail, and you can see the light crackling.
So there is crackling. I'm guessing it's going to be in all of them.
No, there's no lids. They're just the Crocs.
Yeah, these are just the Crocs. There's no lids to them. I was kind of disappointed in that, but... So there's that one.
I don't have the other ones on this side.
The others are on the other side, aren't they?
Hippie's in for 2, looking for 3 or more.
This one, it's not really a ding, but there's a little, so like right where it sets. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is. It's not like, it's not something recent by any means, but at some point It's not cracked through or anything. It just...
Someone probably moved it on a shelf. And
It's definitely different than the rest of the beige. And I have 4 of these available. See the difference between these two? Like, the color difference. This one doesn't have so much, but it is there. It's just not as prominent. And then this one, and it was only in this one, it's not a ding, but it's like where the glaze didn't get it covered right there. I felt it, and it's just, it must have bubbled during the firing of it. So, it definitely, as a decorative piece, isn't going to affect the quality of it.
sticker smooge will come off later.
Yeah, Mr. Stephanie says sticker smooge will come off later. There's a little ding in that one too, but it's not, it doesn't impair it. And it's under the glaze. So here's the glaze. And it's right here at the edge. It's not deep. It just, again, and I'm going to guess all of these. There it is. Probably had the crackle glaze. I don't really see it in this one, but that don't mean...
Yeah, well, I'm going to set that last one right there. I'm going to go ahead and count it down.
It's probably not as prominent as in the first one. It definitely is this one, unless that's one I set there.
Just watch your light so you don't blind everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to try and not... Hey, does my shirt glow? This one has crackle in it. It is glazed here, but here around the rim it is not. And that's where I've seen the dings in the other two, but they're not big. This one looks like a ding, but that's a manufacturer's one. It's the same color as the rest of it, so that one definitely happened.
All right, we're sold to Hippie. How many would you like, Hippie?
Yeah. Again, this one has the little ding right here. It is in the rim part, so she'll take all 4. You got it, girl.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Hippie. So since I showed that one, I showed those. I haven't Googled lenses. I would say this is a condiment. Y'all can correct me. I know I should know this. I can hear my grandma now going, Steph, 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 Steph. I did source this today. This was sourced locally to me. So in my village. So I'd say this is a condiment tray, right? Or a condiment something. I mean, if you want to be honest, I'd be putting 2 loads of salsa in there. A salsa in here and a salsa in here. Or maybe guacamole in one and salsa in the other. I would say that was a spider web, but it looked more like a onion skin. And not like... Alright. Well, it's definitely cleared out except for... This is going to be a $2 start. I haven't Google lensed it yet. I do not see a maker's mark. But it's got a similar color, right? So, definitely not this. But definitely believe it's older than me.
Yeah, Myra says hummus.
Hummus too. Yes, hummus would be another one. So the only thing I see is, and I don't... This feels raised. It doesn't feel chipped. It feels raised, so I don't know. But it's definitely, you can see the white might look like a chip on this side. It's actually raised. I need to hold this. I'm going to set that down. If y'all was with me sourcing a few weeks back, you know, my level of touching glass isn't always the best. But that part's raised. Let's see if I can get it where it'll show. Let's see. I don't know. Anyways, that's the only discoloration or anything I see on the lid. There's no other. There is a place in here that the glazing missed. You can see the discoloration, and that's just where the glaze was missed. Hummus is a. I had someone make me hummus one time, and it was spectacular. And then I had this idea, hey, I could just buy it at the store. It is not the same.
Hippie's in for 2, looking for 3 or more.
Here's a miss of glaze. Let's see, right here. It looks almost like a little teardrop right there. It's smaller than the other missed glaze piece. But other than that, this one is completely nothing raised, nothing chipped. I didn't even measure this. This might have been why I was saying I need to measure. To be honest, it might have been this.
I don't know. My head still isn't all the way in it. That cold jacked my world.
So I'm going to give a measurement from this base to this base. And it's a rough measurement, but it's 5.5 inches wide. Now, from the top, we're just gonna that, and I know I'm not giving the greatest, but it is right at 6 3/4. 6 3/4.
And we're sold the hippie.
Congratulations, hippie. I still don't know what to do with the other stack of Post-it notes. I need. Oh, you know what? I see that, and I got the 2 Hip Chicks desk organizer I ordered from them weeks ago. Still sitting here, still in the package.
No, I don't think the.
Yes, it is. Yeah, because I keep thinking, what in the world is this? And then I go to open it, and I'm like, oh yeah, those are Post-its. And check this out. This I got from them.
Let me just see it real quick.
Just write hippie on it, on one of them, and you can put it on there, and yeah. Where are we at on time? Scooter Renee started at 7:30 here, and Selena, I am not sure. They should be on her channel tonight. I don't think they're selling on Josie's channel tonight, but I may be wrong, y'all. Let me bring this guy. This guy is the same place, same day that Jess sourced those carnival. Do y'all know not just who he is, but do you know what he is? So this guy is older than Mr. Stephanie. Yes, he's missing this little, I don't know what it is. He must have been holding something at one time. Part of his hand's gone, but that's because something slid in there. I don't know. But we're going to do a starting bid, $2 in the condition he is in. He's going to need cleaned because of his age and who he is. I don't feel cool cleaning him up because he may lose some paint. That is my look. But I believe this is Charlie Brown.
It is.
Oh, well, yeah, just say Peanut's character. Let's see if I... No,
It ain't
it's...
going to show the back because it's white.
I'm going to try, though. Don't blame a girl for trying. It says Avon right here.
Yeah, it was Avon.
And below this, so just below this ridge, it says Peanuts characters. Below that, but before, so just on the shirt still, right? But on this side, it says copyright 1974, United Feature. Ooh, don't give me the line. Sutton Company, Inc. It's right there. I'd say synthetics, but that's the wrong word. I can't see enough of the letters for my brain to compute.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could wipe him down, but as far as giving him a thorough scrubbing, because I want you to know, he sat in that shop. And before that, who knows where they picked him up at? So I could wipe him down with something, get the dirt off of him, but as far as scrubbing him...
Syndicated.
Yeah, that word, syndicated. He would lose paint, and I don't want to do that. I mean, he's got to this shape since 1974. I want to keep him in his best appearance, minus maybe a little bit of dirt. So maybe just rinse him with some water, but as far as rubbing him down, I wouldn't...
What are you doing?
I was going to measure him, but I had to look for Mark and Mike's trusty and reliable tape measure. I've been trained to be careful saying where to put Mark and Mike, because someone who isn't active in chat and watching might just be listening in the background while they're working and thinking, where did she put Mark and Mike? So this is just short of 7 inches. It actually looks like 6 and 3/4 and a hair. The hair over 3/4. Oh, he does have a little hole there that you could, in his hat, that you could just attach him to the wall.
I think he was an Avon ornament when I looked him up. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I got him the same time I got the Rue dude.
Yeah.
And I got him because I think I should leave him out. Not because he has to go tonight, but it gives people an idea. This is another one. I mean, when you're
Yes,
at the end of, when you're at the end of, not getting, or day before payday, and you go sourcing with your kids, you get creative. It just so happens the place I sourced knows the things that we do. Not that I take advantage of that by any means, but like, he had this guy sitting up there. It's like, I want to say it's Roo from Kangaroo. Or not Kangaroo, but, what is it? Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. And he represents my grandbaby.
And I'm going to show something. Go ahead,
show
here.
that.
It's been in our background a while, and so I've got an Avon red, the ruby red mini vase. It does not have the stopper. That is what is missing. I think it was a cork. From the ones I've seen had like a cork to them. Oh, had a
cork. So was that like for oil or wine or?
I don't know. It's Avon, the ruby red stuff. But starting bid, $2. This was sourced right here in...
that was in Manhattan.
Yeah, so this was in Manhattan.
That's a place where we recorded live. Just not outside.
but everything's nice and smooth, nothing sharp. There's nothing been binged up against it.
There is a piece of jewelry I want to show tonight, just because of who all is in chat.
Okay. But any interest, just put it in the chat. Just wanted to show it.
Right here. Oh, no, it's not right there. We kind of move things to get. There it is. So I'll get it on the bust. This is a St. Christopher. I would say it's vintage. It definitely is showing its age. I did a Google lens. I do know, even in its condition, I could get more than $2, but that's not the point. The medallion, the pendant, it says, "Behold Saint Christopher," and go underneath it says, "And go your way in safety." And Saint Christopher with his staff, and it looks like either a toddler or a young child on his shoulder. This is gold tone. It is marked Korea. It's too small to show, but I'll show you where it's marked Korea. It's not marked here. It is marked on the chain.
So the chain is for Korea.
So the chain itself for sure is Korea. I can't say the same for the pendant because I do not see any markings for Korea on it. It has the same patina, and whereas the chain, so I'm just gonna assume it did come with it, but maybe it didn't. But it does show some wear, both front and back. Someone wore this and wore it, I would say, for a significant amount of time. And we're gonna start this one at $2. Because if anyone in chat's interested in it for $2, y'all are welcome to have it. It is marked here on this side, so it's just this flat piece. Korea. I am not going to be able to get Korea to show up. It just isn't going to happen. I did get, but it's, oh, there it is. Maybe I can. We'll see. We'll try it. I got this nifty, let's see. No, that's the side that isn't marked on, so let me flip it over. It's the side's being difficult. Yeah, it's on that side, but I don't know that I'm still going to be able to get it. Eventually, we will get, yeah, I don't know that, yeah, I'm totally doing this bass awkward. Welcome to the Gross Bargain Emporium channel, where we don't do things. We start doing them usually live, and we figure it out. But I'll tell you. So maybe if I hold it,
I'll tell you, anyone that is thinking about getting into doing the live thing, you're watching us in real time, mess everything up.
This is what happens when you jump in to the deep end. And I don't mean 5 or 10 feet. I'm talking, you just go all the way. I got a story. The Brady Bunch? Yeah. That group? Remember the pool in their backyard? My parents went over to one of their friends, and I couldn't have been My mom was pregnant with my brother, and he was born when I was 10 months and 27 days old. So I was less than that. I guess they tried all day to get me to get in the water, and I wouldn't do it. And at the very last minute, I decided I'm going in. And I went in the deep end. My dad, wallet and all, I mean, that was the 80s, but still, wallet and all. Yeah, he went in after his baby, and I didn't drown, thankfully. I don't think I've got anything else to. Well, I got this. I've got this I could do for buy it now $2.
Ceramic spoon holder.
No, this is not a spoon holder.
Well, I can't see. All I can see.
This is not a spoon holder.
Oh.
Do you know what this is? I mean, it's a teapot design with blue floral that looks like morning glories, to be honest. It's blue and the leaves are green.
Tea bag holder.
It's a tea bag holder. And I'll let this go for $2. It's been sitting back there. It's part of the whole tea set stuff I was trying to get together and do, and I just cannot get all the components to happen at the same time. And we are going to get ready to go ahead and close for the evening, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. I want to get off and go over and support my friends. And when I say friends, I'm talking people that, I could reach out to through an email. Right? And if I need someone to talk to, not just through an email, they would call me. And they would spend probably the whole night, even if they had to work the next day. So from the tip of to the handle here is right at 4 inches wide. I mean, you could use it to put a spoon on them.
All I could see was just, I didn't know if there was an indent or anything.
And then from the bottom of it to the top is it's just short of 2 3/4. So, I've actually got a few of these, not this particular item. Okay, not a problem, Hippie. I will do my best to respond tonight. If it's something that can wait until morning, and but I'll look at it. If I don't respond, don't think I'm ignoring you. Just know it may be morning before I respond back. But I definitely will. I want to thank all of y'all for being here this evening. Even if you were here for a short time, if you came in and you hung out through it all, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, that's something that I'm hearing consistently, no matter what community I'm in. Because I don't stay in the resale community. I go over to support my friends and those that genuinely support me. And I'm not saying by maybe doing the purchases, right? That's gravy on top, pudding on top, frosting on top, whatever. Because ultimately, I'm doing this to build an income. But it's getting the thumbs up. It's getting the watch hours in because it helps the channel. Even though I don't fully understand it, other than if I wanted to get monetized, which on the watch hours, I'm more than halfway there.
You're more than halfway there on subscribers, everything.
Oh, so yeah, I'm more than halfway there, I guess, in all the areas. But I don't do it for that. Honestly, having y'all in my chat means more to me than any sales night, right? Hippie, you and Jennifer, there was that night a few months ago, where I went to sell and I was too emotional and I was wrapped in that, and we made it a mental health night, and I think you were there periodically throughout the whole night, if not the entire night. So, um, having y'all in my chat, um, and just being positive and uplifting each other, it, it honestly means more to me than the sell. So I hope we're able to give you just as much, because there's some days where it's like, doesn't matter if we go on. Well, it does. Consistency is everything. And I'm not talking the sales part, but showing up and being what we need to be for everybody too. So just know I appreciate you. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wholesale Wednesday. Um, I did have one new buyer this week. I haven't seen them in today, but that's how a lot of my new people come in. They'll come in for a moment and they'll get one or two items, and then they're gone again because they have lives too, both trying to build their YouTube channels, if that's what they do, not just to sell, but their communities, and then they have lives off of YouTube. So it's never a downer if I don't see anyone for a little bit. But I tell you what, if I don't see you after, for a week or two, yeah, I start wondering. Lately I've been wrapped up with being a military mom and a mom that I haven't checked on anyone. So I'm glad for all of you who came in, and whether you were just here to inspire and uplift someone else, or if you only made one or two bids tonight. Y'all, that's what matters most to me, right? Because at the end of the day, all we got is each other, and I'm having to build a community. My grandmother recently asked me, and she didn't do it callously. I'm 42 years old. At 44, she still had all her siblings, one parent, and an extended family. We've buried over 90% of those people. So I have to build that community, and I'm choosing to do it here on YouTube. So as 2025 comes, we're going to transition. We're still going to bring our stuff. We're still going to show it. Some things are just going to be realistically not for everybody, but we're going to show you what we found, right? And what we're going to let it go for here on YouTube. When I start listing stuff, that price is going to go up. It has to, because those platforms charge, not just PayPal. So we'll transition, but we'll do show and tells. We're going to have, it is the Sunday, the Sunflower Report. I'm still working on it. It's not enough yet that I feel good enough saying, hey, this is how things are going to run. It's not going to be a sales show. It's going to be something that uplifts, right? Whether it's someone coming in chat or kind of similar to Motivation Mondays, but not the same, right? Because ain't nobody can do Motivation Monday like Scooter Renee, and I'm not just saying that to say it. That woman, I'll tell you, she sees the good in everybody that I know. But she doesn't ask anyone to do the thing that she isn't willing to do herself, right? And I mean, she has faced a lot of trials in this lifetime, and she did some of them pretty close together, and she could still put a legit smile on her face. She inspires me to show up on YouTube, even if I don't sell. And so do you, Hippie, and Lindsay, and Rachel,
Subi,
and Subi, and Myra. I mention it ever so often here or there about her being fair and accurate. Now, when I say that, you got to turn up the volume when you watch her unboxings, and I recommend listening to the ones that don't go so well. I've listened to her last two that were negative unboxing, meaning it didn't go as it should have, right? But I believed, and I say that being outside looking in, that she did a fair and accurate unboxing when she did them. Hearing her emotion and realizing just how real she is, not that she isn't that way, but it allows me to know that I can have those emotions even if people will slam me for it, right? So I'm like, wow. I'm trying to go up here because I want to see Prods. I mean, I've known C Prod since the start of his existence, but I do appreciate him. He's a great guy. He's got a lot of work he's got to do, but and don't we all? I'm 42 and I still don't have a clue sometimes. Myra, I'm just going up and make sure because I know there was more people.
Yeah.
Jessica, Kathy, who?
Cupid Angel.
So that's Angel. Truly amazing. Robin. I mean, Robin. She's definitely she's a cool cat, and I mean that in all love and respect and admiration. You know, what you see is what you get with most of us, and I appreciate y'all because y'all being candid and showing your rawness and your humanness allows me to show my vulnerability too. So I think I got everybody. And if I overlooked anyone, I apologize. I'm not trying to, but I am going to go ahead and close out. I did not add my outro, so I'm going to try to do that, but if I get kick y'all out, I apologize. We will be back here. What time tomorrow?
It's supposed to be 4 if you fix the time right.
I think I fixed it. We're gonna bring things. We're gonna bring them for the price I'd like to get them at, but I'll tell you what. There's bells over here, and I want to tell you before I close. My grandma handed me that box. She goes, "Do you think these are worth anything?" And I told her, I said, "They're worth what anyone want to pay for them, right?" I would love when I go down for my medical appointment, because this is what she told me. She goes, "I'll tell you what, if you can sell any of them, I'll split it with you some way." And I don't even know what split she's thinking. But I was like, "Grandma, if I can sell them, I'll give you the cost minus the fees, because I can't, you know. I mean, I do it for others, but she taught me a lot of my business sense. So
she was the bookkeeper.
And besides that, I'm keeping 2 bells minus a couple that were given from my great uncles to my aunt. Those are staying too, but that's because of condition issues. So, like, if we bring any of those tomorrow, there's a lot that are $6. There's a few that are $8. If we bring it at a price and y'all like it, but you're like, I don't necessarily want to be out that amount, offer us a price you're not going to offend us. It keeps us from having to list them, because that's going to be my next thing with them. Because I want to show my grandmother that the stuff that someone else in the family would have threw away has value with somebody else. I just want to get more than $2 out of each bell, because she's a widow. And yes, my grandfather worked all his life, but he was a farmer. So,
and construction trade.
And she still lives out on the farm. So her expenses aren't all, always covered. So I'd like to give her a little bit of money and let her know that her sister stuff went. So,
all right.
He's going to share those because it was making me emotional today. Have a good night, y'all. See you in another chat. See if I can do this. It's not going to be seamless. See? Said it wasn't going to be seamless.